welcome back to my channel. So today I'm actually going to be doing a reading vlog, and I have oh my god, that was the most embarrassing thing I've ever done in my whole fucking life. A man walked by and he saw me wave at nobody. Okay, so I'm going to be doing a reading vlog today, and today I'm going to be finishing up the book One True Loves by Taylor Jenkins-Reid. Oh, she has just become a top author like that. I don't know how this happened, bro. I read Seven Husbands like 2 weeks ago, and that was the first Taylor Jenkins I'd ever read, and that was automatic 5 stars. I knew within 10 pages that it was 5 stars. And after I finished that, I was like, what's next, queen? What can I pick up next? And One True Loves just sounded so interesting. And I just needed it, so I put it on my Kindle. Right now I'm at 60% of it, and it's amazing, guys. Just the whole idea and concept of this book is so intriguing and honestly depressing, and I feel like there's truly no right answer. When you have, you know, quick synopsis, you have a woman who is married, she has a husband, and her husband gets in a helicopter crash. His body's never found, but he's presumed dead, and so she has to somehow move on with her life. And she you know, has a new man in her life, and she falls in love with him, truly falls in love with him, and then she and him get engaged, and they are living their life together, starting a new life. She has truly like been able to accept and love her dead husband in her heart, and still had room for another man and truly love him. And he's a good person, right? And then whoop-de-doo, she gets a call. She's like, hello. He's like, hey, it's me. Bitch, what you mean it's me? You've been dead for 3 years. Anyways, he's not been dead. He's been lost at sea. So we have this whole conundrum of, I have a husband who's come back from the dead, and now I have a fiance, and I have to figure out who I want. I have to figure out which one I'm gonna choose. What? And they're both great. They're both great people. Like, there's no red flags anywhere. There's not one red flag. Oh, that's tough. That's tough. Ooh, okay. Like I said, I'm 60% through. I do want to like maybe pick out some quotes in this book that really just like really touched me. So let's see. Let's start with the first one I have. This one is in chapter 17. Is that McDonald's? What the hell am I talking about? I think I'm losing my mind. Actually, I don't really want to talk about that quote. That quote's not that interesting. Even though I did fucking put it as, I'm getting hot. Oh my god. Context, right? She goes and she meets her supposedly dead husband after 3 years, and she comes back from meeting him. She comes back home to her fiance, and he asks her a series of questions, and then he asks her, did you kiss him? And she was like, no, I didn't. And he was like, oh, thank God. And then in her head she says, it's funny, isn't it? So often men see betrayal in what you've done instead of how you feel. That was good, because in the scene where she meets her husband, I mean, she loves him. At the end of the day, she does love her husband, and she even said in her head, she was like, if this man tries to kiss me, I don't know what I'm gonna do. Like, she is like obviously reveling in the fact that her current fiance is grateful that she didn't kiss him, but the truth is that she probably would have if her husband made the move first. Do you know how confusing that is in my brain? Oh my god. Okay, but that was fantastic. I love that one too. Let me pick out, let's do one more. So in this scene, she is trying to comfort her fiance. It's like, baby, I love you so much, and she is trying to tell him that, so she's saying I love you, and in her head she's thinking like, wow, I wish I didn't tell him that I loved him so often, because now the whole idea of saying I love you just doesn't hit as much as it would if I didn't say it as often. And so she says, when you love someone, it seeps out of everything you do. It bleeds into everything you say. It becomes so ever present that eventually it becomes ordinary to hear, no matter how extraordinary it is to feel. Oh, damn. That's tough. So I'm gonna go ahead and make some guesses here. I'm actually a little concerned that she will end up with neither of them, because I hate when books do that. I hate when books have a plot that's like so crazy, like what's she gonna choose, or what's this person gonna do when they have like two choices, what are they gonna do? And I feel like a cop-out of a lot of stories that I end up reading is that the answer is neither. So don't do that, book. Don't do that to me, okay? Like, just pick one person. That's the hope. I'm gonna go with, I want her to stay with her current fiance. Yeah, I said it. It's whatever. That's kind of where my head is at. There's another quote that kind of really makes me want that for her. I wonder if I fucking have that on the easy access, but yeah, I'll bring that quote up later. But that was a really good quote too. And I also know this book was turned into a movie, so I'll have to look into that maybe. I don't know. I'm always worried about watching movies that were made from books, specifically if I gave the book 5 stars, because I do not want to taint the idea and the image and the beauty and the beauty that I have found for it in my heart. I don't want to taint that with someone else's representation of it. You know what I mean? So I might just still steer clear of it. I don't know. When I finish the book, I might check the cast and see if the cast is good enough for me. You know what I'm saying? Because if you can't cast right, then there's no point in me wasting my time watching this movie, because all it's going to do is bring my opinion of the whole idea of it down, and I don't want that. So that's where we're at. I'm going to finish this book today. It's going to happen. But yeah, guys, I'll catch you later. All I wanted was to be wanted. Oh my gosh. I was listening to that song on the way here. I was listening to Taylor Swift. I was like, what song is this? And it was from the soundtrack Cats. I was like, oh. And so I was like, let me listen to it. It's a good song. It's a good song. I was vibing with it. And honestly, low-key reminded me of that one song from Less Than Happiness. But she's my favorite character. That girl, she's like singing in the rain, depressed because she loves a man who doesn't love her. How does it go? Oh my god, no, wait, where is it? Hold on. Oh my god, it's not in my head anymore. I love him, but when the night is over, trees are bare and everywhere the streets are filled with strangers. Oh god, that song is just, oh my god, that song is gorgeous. So super random, it's whatever, but yeah. Y'all, all I gotta say is I'm still rooting for Sam. Sam is still my man. This writing is just so good.
like the things that she's thinking about in her head are just, it's really, really good. There's this quote that was just so good. And the scene is our main character is talking to her sister, and her sister is trying to give her advice on how to choose one or the other. And her sister is saying, I don't think you're trying to figure out if you love Sam more or Jesse more. I think you're trying to figure out if you want to be the person you are with Jesse or you want to be the person you are with Sam. Oh, it was so good. Because she is different. She's a different person when she's with Jesse and when she's with Sam. Like, her whole life has shifted from 3 years ago to when she was married to Jesse and to now when she is engaged to Sam. Like, her life is so different. Her ideals are different. Her, like, things that she does on a daily basis are different. Her dreams are different. Like, it's so interesting.
Okay, real quick, tell me this isn't the life. I just pulled up to McDonald's for dinner. I did a mobile order, so I'm like parked in curbside. I had my Kindle out, I was just fucking reading. I was waiting for my food, and I got my food, and now I got my ice cream. Can someone tell me why it's cheaper to get an ice cream cone than an ice cream cup? Because as a kid, I never ordered these because I don't even like waffle cones, so I never ordered that. I always ordered it in a cup, and with it in a cone, I really can't drive like this. Like, it's kind of impossible. Yeah, I didn't really bring anything to put it in. Ice cream before dinner, bro. Oh, that's what you call sensitive teeth. What the fuck? Reach. I had this empty cup. How old is this cup? Let me think. It's a couple days old. Look at that. Because I'm really kind of like, you know, down on my luck at this point, and I feel weird just like staying in this fucking parking spot, even though no one really else is here. I'm just trying to figure out how clean is this cup for me to just dump this ice cream in it and go home now.
I know that, he says. I'm not mad at anyone for that. What I'm mad about is that you forgot about me, that you moved on and replaced me, that I'm back and I still don't have you. I didn't replace you. You got rid of my name at the end of yours and you told another man you'd marry him. What else could that possibly be? What other word would you use? I didn't replace you. I say again. I sign weakly. I love you. If that's true, then this is simple. Be with me. Help me put us back together. I can feel Jesse's eyes on me even as I look away. I turn to look out the window to the blanket of snow covering the backyard. It is white and clean. It looks as soft as a cloud. When I was a kid, I loved the snow. Then when I moved to California, I used to tell people I'd never leave the sun, that I never wanted to see snow again. But now, I can't imagine a green Christmas, and I know that if I left, I would miss that feeling of coming in from the cold. I have changed over time. That's what people do. People aren't stagnant. We evolve in reaction to our pleasures and our pains. Jesse is a different man than he was before. I am a different woman. And what has confused me ever since I found out he was alive is now crystal clear. We are two people who are madly in love with our old selves. And that is not the same as being in love. You can't capture love in a bottle. You can't hold on to it with both hands and force it to stay with you. What has happened to us is no one's fault. Neither of us did anything wrong. But when Jesse left, Life took us in opposite directions and turned us into different people. We grew apart because we were apart. And maybe that means that even though we can finally be together, we shouldn't. The thought cracks open my chest. I am perfectly still, but feel as if I'm caught in a riptide, barely able to see how I can get my head out and above the water. I don't think I was ever afraid that loving both of them made me a bad person. I was afraid that loving Sam made me a bad person. I was afraid that I would pick Sam, that my heart would love Sam, that my soul would need Sam. You're not supposed to forsake the man who journeyed home to you. You're supposed to be Penelope. You're supposed to knit the shroud day in and day out and stay up every night unraveling it to keep the suitors at bay. You're not supposed to have a life of your own, needs of your own. You're not supposed to love again. But I did. That's exactly what I did. I'm crying. Jesse moves closer to me, gently puts his hands on my arms. If you love me, Emma, then be with me. It's a scary thought, isn't it? That every single person on this planet could lose their one true love and live to love again. It means the one you love could love again if they lost you. But it also means I know Jesse will be okay. He will be happy one day without me. I don't think I could be with you, I say. I don't think we're right for each other anymore. Jesse's arms slump down around him. His posture sinks. His eyes collapse shut. It's one of those moments in life when you can't believe that the truth is true, that the world shook out like this. I don't end up with Jesse. After all of this, all we've been through, we aren't going to grow old together. I'm sorry, I say. I have to go. Where are you going to go? We're snowed in. He grabs his jacket and puts on his shoes. I'll just go to the car. I don't care. I just need to be alone right now. He opens the front door and slams it behind him. I go to the door and open it again to see his back as he walks toward the car, trudging through the snow. He knows I'm behind him, but stops me before I can even say a word by lifting his arm up and giving me the universal sign for don't. So I don't. I close the door. I lean against it. I slink down to the floor and I cry. Jesse and I were once ripped apart, and now we've grown apart. The same hearts, broken twice. Ugh! That was a really good chapter. I randomly set this video up because they were having a fucking moment, okay? And I love to like read out loud and kind of like, you know, try to get into it. So that was me doing that. That was a really good chapter. You let me know how crazy I look because I feel crazy right now. Goodness gracious. Okay. I'm still not done with the book, but I think my prediction's right. Whew, y'all. I did it. I actually did it. Like, I finished. I'm on acknowledgements. It is 12:02. I finished it. Oh my God. That was really good. Yeah. It was a really good book. Oh my God. That book like really hurt. Like it hurt my soul. But it was beautiful. Oh my God. Can someone just like explain to me how you can just write that good? Like, how do you do that, Taylor? How do you do that? Because at this point, she's somehow become one of my top authors now. I don't know. It just happened. I'm not sure how. It just happened. You know, first I read Seven Husbands like 2 weeks ago, and that was automatically 5 stars. And this one was just, oh my God, it just sucked me in. And I was just like, oh my God, I need to know what's gonna happen. Oh my goodness. I was right. My prediction was right. I'm so glad it was. Because I really needed that. I needed that for Sam. I needed him to have that. Wow. I'm so happy right now. Like, I think I'm just like on a book high. I'm just like, Oh my God, that was so good. Guys, that was 5 stars, okay? That was 5 stars. Oh shit, that was good. Wow. Wow. I read that book extremely fast. Like, I read this book in less than a week. Like, I'll have to check my Goodreads, but less than a week I finished this. That's crazy. This is so good. I'll have to like check more out from Taylor Jenkins-Reid. It's so funny because I am not a romance girly. Like, you're not gonna, like, I own probably 3 or 4 books that you would put in the romance category. And it's interesting because I don't watch, first of all, like when it comes to TV shows and movies, I don't watch rom-coms because I genuinely hate them. I just don't like them at all. So when it comes to books, I'm not ever gonna pick up one, like ever. It's never gonna happen. The romance books that I tend to, the romance books I have grabbed, like I said, I've only read like 3 or 4. So the ones that I go to are the ones that are like dramatic romance, like deep romance, or like a depressing romance, or a romance that teaches you some depressing shit. Like, I'm that kind of girl when it comes to romance. I'm not like reading a romance to like, what are the popular books out right now? What is that? It's like a, I don't even know, but like all those popular rom-com books, they're just like not for me, and they're not ever going to be for me, and it's a waste of my time to even try to read them because I know I won't like them. Oh, I found some. Like Lessons in Chemistry, like that's just a waste of my time. Happy Place, that's a waste of my time. But books that are in the world of One True Loves, in the world of The 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo, I am gonna pull out Colleen Hoover because I do own 2 of her books. Actually, I've read 4 of her books. Oh my God, Morgan. The more you know. I've read Verity, It Ends With Us, It Starts With Us, and Ugly Love. And hot take, I enjoyed them. I know. I did enjoy them. Problematic? I don't know. I'm not really sure, but they were good. That's like the kind of genre of romance that I enjoy. So rom-com, like I said, it's a no for me. It's a ooh. But this element of romance is definitely up my alley. And I probably would never read a romance like more than 400 pages. I just don't understand why that's even a thing. But yeah, guys, that's the reading vlog. It's literally 12 in the morning. I'm in my living room chilling. I'm so happy. Okay, guys, I'll talk to y'all later. I'm so happy. Leave me some like book recommendations down below because I'm definitely gonna need some more recommendations of like what I should pick up next. But I'm just like really happy. Okay, bye.